test video and click OK. And then we need to add the video file source. So that needs to be a source that's local on your machine, because that's where you're going to stream it from. So let's go down to media source, and then that's fine. It really isn't necessary if I'm live recording. Yes, and I'll drop a link in to the software. It's called Open Broadcast Software, short OBS. Anyway, I'll show you guys how to set up a video and image here. So typically what I do is always have this image set up here first, because that's going to be the first thing they see, and then a video stream. But the image really isn't necessary if I'm live recording to Facebook, then it's good. But for YouTube, not really necessary, because they already have that thumbnail image set up for you, so that's good. So I'll walk you guys through how to set it up though if you want to use another image or something. So we'll just go to, I'll call it test image, click OK for the scene here, and then we need to add a source. So for the source, if we want to do an image, then you can simply click on image. That name is fine. Click OK, and then we want to go browse, and I'll browse my desktop and say I wanted to use this image here. I'll click open, and then that image is there. You see the red outline on here on the image means that it's within frame, so we're good to go there. The next thing we want to do is we want to add a video source. So we'll click the plus sign again, and then we'll just call it test video, and click OK. And then we need to add the video file source. So that needs to be a source that's local on your machine, because that's where you're going to stream it from. So let's go down to media source, and then that's fine. I'm gonna leave that name the default. Click save, that's fine. And then let's go find, I want to find a source that's on my desktop. I want to use this here because that's the video pertaining to the thumbnail, and click OK, and then click OK, and then that video is there, and it's playing. One thing you want to do is already set here to the default, but you want to make sure this mic here is muted out, because that's your actual mic that's on your computer. So if I was to turn this on, like, people could hear you talking. So you definitely want to make sure that that is muted. By default it's set here on this one, but if not, then you could just simply click to toggle it on and off. This right here is fine because that's the audio coming from the media source. You definitely want that to be playing. As you guys can see, the outline here, the actual video is in frame, so we're good there. And then I will go back here to test image, because I want it to be on that image. And also the video is set on the default is set to start from the beginning whenever you switch to it, so that's totally fine. So next thing we want to do is we want to go and we want to set up our actual stream key. So what I talked about earlier is getting that stream key. So click on settings over here, and then come over to stream. Change your service to YouTube or YouTube Gaming. You know, if you're doing Facebook, you can do that, but we're going to do YouTube for this example. So click on that. I already have my stream key in here. I'm not going to show it because that's my public key, but basically you would just come here, click reveal, copy your key, and then you come back here to OBS and drop that key there and click OK. And then that is it. And whenever we're ready to start streaming, all I have to do simply to start the stream, you go back here, you see we're offline, nothing's on here. But if I wanted to start that stream and just let it play, then I'll make sure that it's on my test image first, click start streaming, and then this should light up green here. So now we're live, and then I can let that go a few seconds, and then I can go over to the video, and we come back here. You see the image comes up first, and then the video should start here in a second to start streaming. There we go. So the video is there, it's playing, it's streaming, it's now live on my page, it's green there. And then that's it. You know, people can join in, they can join in the chat or whatever, and you're good to go. And that's basically it. One thing you want to make sure of, again, just make sure that mic is muted, and then you just want to make sure that when the actual video is over, that you come here and just stop the streaming, and then that's it. So if I stop this stream here, it's a slight delay, but it should, here in a second, we should see the stream stop. There we go. So it says the stream is complete, and then that's it. So that's how you live stream a pre-recorded video to YouTube using OBS. And I'll drop if you don't already have the software, I'll drop a link to the software in the actual description of this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, please drop them below. Have a good one.
In this OBS Studio tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make your live streams look awesome, and we're starting right now. What is going on? My name is Nick. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to grow your channel, make videos, and all types of other YouTube related stuff, start now by subscribing. It's 1920 by 1080, and nothing is going to be selected. Is I'm going to lock this background, so I'm not clicking on it. I'm going to click on the webcam. And then now you can see when I move this, because I have that area my live streaming page over. I'm going to show you how to do this. When you go to your live streaming page on YouTube, you click here, and then you click on Pop Out Chat. When you do that, they're going to give you a URL up here at the top. You want to copy that, and then you can close it. And then after you close that, you can actually just move that right out of the way or close the window or whatever, and it's okay because you have that URL. That's all that you need. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go down to plus. In my scenes, or in my sources, actually, I'm going to go down to plus. I'm going to choose browser source. Here, I'm going to make this chat as the identifier. And then you can see here, there's already a URL here going to OBS project. But I'm going to override that with my YouTube chat, okay? That URL that I just got. Now, because I've already built this for, the thing that I'm doing with TubeBuddy, so I've already built this, I already know that the width of this is going to be way too big. So I'm going to take the width of this down to 520. I'm going to take the height. I mean, if it just looks like CSS code in the CSS area right here, and then I'm going to paste in all of this code right here. And again, I'm going to have something there, and then that fills there at the top from with chat. You can have like a product that you're talking about. You can have bullet points of what it is that you're talking about while keeping yourself on the screen. This part is really cool. So what I'm going to do here,
सर मुकेश जी का पेमेंट ब्लॉक हो गया है।
आपके पेपर चेक करने पड़ेंगे।
So you want to start live streaming, but your internet connection is really bad and it won't really sustain something like a live stream. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get around that by live streaming a pre-recorded video. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel, we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So I get this question a lot. AJ, we want to live stream, but where our church is, we have very bad internet and it doesn't keep up to the speed that's really required to have a good quality live stream type of experience. What is your suggestion? So what I've suggested, which I've done many a times myself for when I'm in areas to where I can't live stream games, is to just record it and then play it back through OBS or whatever software you decide to use as a pre-recorded live stream. It really doesn't hurt. Really, anybody's not going to notice it because you're still offering the same content. It's just not going to be live. And just realize it's about getting whatever message that you're trying to get out, and it's really simple to do. So let's go ahead and cut over to the computer and I'll show you just how simple it is to do. All right, so I am here on our live streaming system, and this is very, very simple. So we have our normal starting service soon. As you see here, we have our stream, and I'm here at the church, so the camera is on, so this would normally be capturing live, offering, be right back, and then ending. All we're going to do is add a new scene in here, and we'll just call this pre-recorded, and we're gonna, let's move it up here, and we're just gonna add a new media source. We'll just